Hi, welcome to the 2021 San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo Food Challenge Judges Orientation. I am Courtney Redmond, the superintendent, and Candace Everett is the co-superintendent this year. I just wanted to thank every one of you that has volunteered to judge. It definitely takes volunteers like you to make it work, you know. This is a large competition, so I do appreciate your volunteering. To give you an overview of what the day is going to look like, you know, first and foremost, we do require masks. So all judges, not only judges, but also participants have to wear their masks during preparation and the presentation period. So please bring them. We will have snacks and water on the premises, so if you need that, just ask your group leader. You will have a group leader assigned to you within that group, so if you have any questions, you can ask them, and then they can help you with anything. If you have received an email from me, in that email you've got your judging category, so you'll know what category and you'll know your arrival time. And then also the map of the facility. So if you have any questions, definitely give me a shout out, give me a call, email me, so we can clear anything up prior to your arrival. Is very important because I have just the right amount of judges. If you do end up sick or you are not able to come, please reach out to me as soon as possible. We will have 2 heats this year. In the first heat will be the intermediates and the seniors. The check-in for judges will be at 8 o'clock. So the seniors will check in, senior judges will check in at the Spur Arena, and the intermediate judges will check in at the First Financial Pavilion. So please be there early because we are going to kick it off at 8:30 sharp. So the intermediate judges, just a heads up, y'all will be moving over into the sheep and goat, the cell pavilion. So it will be heated, it's just moving over there. We just don't know what the weather's gonna look like. This is Texas, so it could be hot one day and cold the next. So just, dress accordingly just to walk over there. But we will be doing the presentation part over there in the sheep and goat arena. Heat 2 will be the juniors. So junior judges will arrive at 9:20 at the First Financial Pavilion. There will be signage for the judges check-in. So please just find that and head over to the kitchen area for juniors, as well as the intermediates. Please just move whenever you go in. Just head toward the kitchen area, and we'll give you all your paperwork there. For the final challenge, the seniors will have a final food challenge this year. It will be held in the Spur Arena. After the seniors have gone through their heat, they will be placed, and then the top 4 will be taken, and they will wash their dishes and get ready immediately for the final food challenge. So I'm asking that the judges to be there around 11:30 so we can start promptly after. So a little bit about the objectives for the food challenge. These kiddos, it allows these participants to exhibit their knowledge and their skills, in preparing and presenting dishes. It allows the participants to learn to be a team member and learn about teamwork. And it also helps them experience, public speaking. They gain that experience, and it's extremely important for these young ones and the youth to work on that. It also provides them, some, opportunities for leadership as well. So this is a great competition, There are 3 to 4 members that you will see in the team. The teams will, they've been randomly put into the system, and they're randomly assigned different categories. So the following categories would be appetizers, main dish, healthy dessert, and side dish. The teams do not know what they are assigned until the contest starts. And then they open the bag, and there it is. They'll find out what their key ingredient is and what category they're going to be, so they'll get busy. Each team is provided with an educational resource on nutrition and food safety. It just allows them to help them prepare for that presentation. The gloves. Gloves do not have to be worn throughout that contest. However, proper hand sanitizing techniques will be required and expected throughout the competition. If they decide to wear gloves, they've got to change them between handling raw meats and cooked items and ready-to-eat items, or raw vegetables, just to prevent that cross-contamination. So watch for that. Hand sanitizers should be used during the preparation phase of the contest to further that, to prevent that cross-contamination. So be watching for that. Look for hair restraints. The members of the teams, they should be wearing a hat or a hairnet or any type of other hair restraint during the food preparation part of the competition. Everything should be pulled back and nothing hanging out. The judges, you should use the fight back as the resource for recommended minimum internal cooking temperatures, and that will be provided to you at your tables for the presentation period. Teams will be provided a receipt, for their ingredients to determine the total cost of the dish and the cost per serving as well. You will receive the name of the key ingredient that the teams have been giving per that category that you're judging, and you will receive the cost analysis information that they have received, from the grocery store pricing guide and the key ingredient cost as well. And you will have the educational resources that the teams were given, for a reference as needed, during the presentation time. After the 40 minutes of the preparation period, teams will give their presentation to you. So there's going to be 5 minutes for that presentation, then 3 minutes for the judges' questions, and then you'll have 2 minutes between the team presentations for scoring and writing some comments down. So we will stay on time. So your team, group leader will be timing you and helping you out there. So a little bit about the preparation phase and what it looks like. I've mentioned the key ingredient that's provided to the teams. No ingredient amounts, recipe, or instructions will be provided to that team. So the ingredient, like I said before, the key ingredient will represent one of the following categories: appetizer, main dish, a side dish, or a healthy dessert. Teams will have access to a grocery store of additional ingredients, which should be combined with that key ingredient that they receive in their bag to create an original recipe. Teams must use at least 2 ingredients from that grocery store. The grocery store items will be purchased using a contest currency that is provided. It will be in their bags. At the beginning of the contest, we will let you know how much they are receiving and what they can spend at the grocery store. The content currency, it will enable the teams to analyze the cost of their entire dish and individual servings as well. So they may not exceed the provided currency, trade that currency, or grocery store items with another team. Each team will create an entire dish, not a full meal. So the teams should present an entire dish or recipe to the judges and communicate during the presentation what an individual serving size should be. Teams will be responsible for determining the number of servings and dish, the dish that provides. Teams should not create side dishes with their extra ingredients, so watch for that. There should be no side dishes. Note cards, they can be used, to write down, recipe, the recipe that they created, or notes related to nutrition or food safety, or even the cost analysis. During the presentation phase, following the preparation phase of the contest, each team will give a 5-minute presentation, like I said, to the judges. The majority of the team members should participate in that presentation. So, to earn maximum points, teams must use these 5 minutes to address the following areas of the presentation scorecard. So it should be knowledge of my plate, the nutrition knowledge, food preparation, safety concerns and serving sizes. At the end of 5 minutes, time will be called by your timekeeper and no additional time will be allowed. Judges will be allowed 3 minutes to ask questions. However, judges may not ask questions related to what teams should have covered during the presentation, so you can't refer back to that scorecard. The questions should be related to like general nutrition or health or chronic disease prevention or others related food and nutrition questions. So when asking questions of the teams, please be sure just to keep it age appropriate. While each presentation, it will vary, it is important to try your best just to be consistent with your questions that you ask the teams. Teams can use note cards during the presentation, but should not be read from. It just minimizes the effectiveness of the communication between the team members and the judges. Please be sure to provide comments on the scorecards for each team. Just be constructive comments, so it will, in the future, it will help them in the future with their presentations. Judges are not allowed to taste the food that is prepared, so sorry about that. Sometimes it looks really good. At the conclusion of the presentations, the judges will rank the placings for the teams. Please, after you are finished, don't just leave, because we may have some questions before you leave. There might be a tie or something. But check in with your superintendent before you leave. Please stay on time. That's extremely important. We've got heats going on, so we've got people coming in and waiting to present, so please stay on time. Again, there will be a group leader that will serve as your timekeeper, and if you have any questions, definitely, give me a shout out, email me, or you can contact Candace Everett as well. Again, I just want to thank you very much for volunteering for the San Angelo Stock Show Food Challenge this year. Extremely important to the kids. I know they're excited. We're excited as well. Like I said, it takes volunteers like you to make things happen. So we'll see you on the 27th. Thank you.